Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Brady got mad too because Skip Bayless called him out.
Hold
Yeah.
on. I don't know, man. It's just weird, man. Weird time.
So
And
you think
just,
that's why Shedeur stopped seeing Brady mode? You think they on good terms no more, and that's why Brady didn't take him?
Oh no,
no.
he stopped talking
Well,
about him though. He started talking about Vic more.
yeah, I called
Yeah,
that a long time ago. Like I said, dang, like I don't see Shedeur wearing his clothes no more. I don't never see Brady hanging out with him or nothing. Like Brady was never in Colorado. So I said, yeah, somebody
yeah,
ain't
he
right.
never came. Yeah, you're right.
It might have been a 1 year deal.
Webb,
Oh,
what's up with your
Tyson
boy,
Garcia
man?
back. Tyson Garcia back. Uh
Who's my
Webb,
boy?
what's up with your boy Brady, man? Why he ain't take Shadura? I know that's your guy.
Man, he's a goofy. That's why.
He full of
oh.
manure, man. Yeah, the
He-
commissioner gave Bucky the film. I told him that, LG. They said, where you see that at? Where you? Man, the same place y'all see everything at, man. I'm well off, dog. With all the prime NFL connections, nobody told. Tyson, you can't come back and talk about send the same messages from yesterday, man. You
Yeah,
copy and pasting the messages, you gotta say something
yeah,
new,
yeah. You got to
dog.
come with some new material, dog.
Get patient. Nah, appreciate you tapping back in though.
But now see, like with this right here, the commissioner gave Bucky permission to film, but do the
Yeah,
owners want them in their locker room doing that? You know, so it's still a all
yeah,
right. You can film doing draft,
yeah.
but
mhm.
can you go to the Brown facility and be inside filming stuff in the weight room and
Nah, I doubt it.
Yeah,
Probably
no, it's
not.
that
Probably
the
not.
coach. The coach would have to
editorial?
give okay on
That's
that.
that's NFL property.
Yeah.
Like everything filmed. I mean
No,
that
he got he. That's what the rights is for, is to use the NFL stuff. But if the coach say you can't come in the locker room, you can't come in the locker room.
I see. Well, off he part of the press, so that's yeah, that's cool. But now Tyson, we don't know now. Brady might owe should do some checks because he did do a deal with him. He might owe us some
Yeah,
checks.
he was his
Yeah,
first athlete on his brand. He'll try to
But
kick Shador out, man. They
Hey
already
man.
barely let him in. They gonna kick
so
him
my
out.
camera was going out when Promo asked that question. So how do y'all feel about what Tony Dungy said? Should do the interview for everybody. Should he have interview for everybody just to be cordial, or
Absolutely.
I think if
Absolutely.
he, oh, go ahead. We can go around the room and everybody give their
yeah? Let's go
opinions.
around the room with that. Let's
But
do it in order on Promo. You go first, then we'll go to Rome and keep going down like you read the book.
yeah. Well, at least every team that needs a quarterback, or like teams like the Rams, or let's say the Dolphins that have a suspect quarterback, no strong backup. Like I would have interviewed with all those teams. But
Yeah,
they need to release the list of the teams that he did interview with because we don't know how many teams he interviewed with. They just
exactly,
Tony Dungy just said he think it was a mistake for him not to interview with more teams.
it could have been two teams that he
But
didn't
you gotta
interview with.
sell
Like, we
yourself
don't know.
to them guys. Yeah, no, yeah, I know.
and that's what I'm thinking. I think he did an interview with the Giants and the Browns. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm. No, he definitely interviewed with
Pittsburgh.
both of them. He definitely interviewed with both of them for sure. Because the Giants said he had a bad interview,
Oh,
and the
okay.
Browns, they took him out to dinner. He was out there. Like, the Browns did a lot of work with him, so he interviewed with them too for sure.
Well, damn. Well, if he interviewed with them,
No,
who
no, no, no,
the
no.
hell?
No, they
Pittsburgh.
talking about at the NFL Combine. They're not talking about at the pro day. At the
No,
NFL
I'm
Combine,
talking about
No,
he
he's
the.
said he
like
was available.
I
individual
thought you were talking
interview.
about the
Private.
top 30 visits. I thought you were talking about.
No, no, no. He said at the NFL Combine. 'Cause remember, Shedeur didn't participate in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So at the NFL Combine, he didn't interview with most of those teams, and that's
Oh,
what Tony
I'm not.
Dungy felt like he did.
Okay. And if that's the case, hell no,
Wait a
I
minute.
don't
Wait, wait,
care. I'm
wait.
not finna go
Wait a
sit
Yeah.
minute.
down with Baltimore or Kansas City or Philly. I'm not
No,
going to
he's
sit
not
down
talking
with
about
none of
those
them.
teams. He's talking about all the
No,
teams that need a quarterback.
no, we don't know what he talking about, promo. He just
Yeah,
said he
we
didn't
don't
No,
interview
know.
with
you
all
got to
the
watch the
teams.
interview.
Yeah, but he didn't say he didn't interview with all the teams. That's all he said.
Hey,
No,
but
he
what
just
interview
said
you
he
talking about,
should
Prom? You
have
talking about at the
interviewed with
combine
more
or they
teams.
personal interviews?
That's what he said. He said he should have
Hold on,
interviewed with
say
more
say it
teams.
again, promo.
He said they made a mistake by not interviewing with more teams because they asked him about that and they felt like they didn't need to because I think that they had their mindset on where they wanted to go. Because remember when Prime said he don't want no cold weather team drafting his son.
Yeah,
So
but that
they,
Yeah,
don't
they
mean
felt like
yeah.
they
But
should have
what he's
interviewed
saying,
with more
promo,
teams.
he interviewed with cold weather teams. He went to New York. He went to
No,
Cleveland.
not at the NFL
Cleveland.
Combine. He didn't.
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh.
Yes, yeah,
Go watch the
promo.
go watch
Yes,
the
he
interview. With Tony
did.
Dungy.
Promo. They not
No, he
finna.
didn't.
Yes,
No, he
he
didn't.
Yes, he
did.
did.
Promo. Yes, he did.
Pittsburgh was
He
his
interviewed with
last one.
everybody was in the top five. Promo. He
One of
did.
his last ones.
You crazy? He interviewed with every team
Bro,
in the top
okay,
five. 100%
okay,
guaranteed.
okay.
Probably you think he did, and that's crazy.
No, bro, you didn't even watch the interview. You don't know how many teams he interviewed with.
We don't know
You
that, but
didn't
we know
watch
he
it.
interviewed
You
with
don't
everybody in the
know.
top five.
You
Why
don't
would
Well,
know.
Tony
that's why
Dungy
Don't
he
lie?
say
asked
we
you
Why
don't
to
know.
would a
You
go
Hall
don't
of
know.
to the
Fame coach
combine just
lie?
to
Why would a Hall of
interview.
Fame coach
We
lie?
said, why would a
Why?
Hall of Fame coach lie?
Why?
He didn't lie, promo, but it might be some schools that I mean some teams that should do it looking like at like Baltimore. Like, why I'm gonna go to Baltimore and y'all got a MVP? Why?
That's not the teams that he's talking about, bro. Like he was talking about why he
Okay,
slid in the draft. He was trying to make a point of why he thought he slid in the draft because he didn't interview with all those teams.
No, we understand,
That's
promo,
what he
but
was saying.
for 1 minute, do you seriously think he didn't interview with all the teams in the top five, promo?
We'll find out when the list come out.
So you don't think he interviewed with the Giants or the Browns?
What did Phil Sims say? Chris Sims
you
say
duck,
when
you
he
ducking, you
he
ducking
said this
promo,
dude
you ducking.
when remember they video Buck think Bucky was with him when he was doing the interviews. He had his hat turned around backwards, and that's what the dude was saying. He said, "Why you going in the interview with your hat turned around backwards?"
Okay, promo.
Phil
So let
Sims
me
said,
let me tell you what to do, promo. Go watch that video and look at all the hats he got on his backpack, and let me know if you see a Cleveland Brown hat on there. And then let me know if you see a New York Giants hat on there.
"Man, I done been to events when and I like getting free stuff too.
Promo. They're not giving you the hat if you don't go in there and interview with them, dog.
You
That's
don't
the
know
son.
that. You don't
Oh
know
my,
that."
yes, we do know
Promo,
that.
you don't know.
Come on,
No,
promo.
I know, no, but I'm saying you trying to tell me I don't know, but you want me to agree with you. I'm just giving
No,
my opinion.
I never said you don't know, but what I'm saying is you get the hats when you interview with the teams, dog. That's what I'm trying
Bro,
to tell you.
all I'm saying is it was nothing wrong with what Tony Dungy said. He just said he felt like he made a mistake not interviewing with more teams. That's why he failed. When people was
Correct.
wondering why certain teams didn't pick him up, he didn't interview with those teams. So we don't know that.
All
But
right, so
No,
look,
but we
promo. So
do
do
know
so
that
you?
he
look, so
interviewed
look,
with the Browns and the Giants. We do
so
know
look.
that.
Would
Travis,
you hire somebody without interviewing them?
But they interviewed him, promo. That's what
You
we're
don't
trying to
know
tell
that.
you. Yes,
You
we
don't know that.
do.
So hold on. All right, promo.
promo.
Cool. Let's
This
move
is what we
on.
asked you,
Please
promo.
let's move on.
This is what we
Oh,
asked
here
you,
go your
promo.
boy Tyson. Here go your boy Tyson. Listen what he said. Everybody knows he interviewed with those top five, six teams, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still Cleveland
Even your best
Giants
friend
greatest.
Tyson
Yeah.
said it.
He said your
Hey,
best friend.
So I don't see the Saints on there. I don't see the
They
Dolphins
won.
on there.
Was it? Who thought
The
that he was gonna
Saints
fall
need a
tonight
quarterback.
during
The
the
Saints need a
combine
quarterback.
time? During the combine time, who thought Shedeur was gonna be there for the ninth pick?
Nah, I said
Nobody.
he
That's
It
should
the
have
was.
whole
It
been.
wasn't
point of
until
what.
I
later
did.
on.
I
No,
did.
that's
I
the
It
did.
whole
I
was.
point.
did.
Hold on. Listen.
no,
It
That's the
wasn't
whole
until
point.
later on because
me.
before the Titans said they were sold on Cam, we thought Shedeur was going to Tennessee, bro.
He
It
said he wasn't
changed
going to
Hell
after.
nah.
Tennessee. No,
No, I
Oh
he
didn't.
said
my
he wasn't going to
gosh,
Tennessee,
bro.
bro.
I mean, we had a
Y'all
whole
not
conversation about
understanding.
Tennessee.
We had a whole
I
conversation
mean,
about
Keelan
Tennessee.
Moore already said he interviewed him, so that's out the question already.
Yeah,
Y'all not
that
understanding.
was the Tony
Now I
The
Dungy
understand
same
talking.
what you're
way,
saying, but we talked about
the same
Shedeur
way
whether they want to go to
Travis,
Tennessee.
No, I
Travis
understand
didn't
he
know.
didn't want to go to Tennessee, but that doesn't mean that Tennessee wasn't going to take him. Why do you think Cam Ward was like, "Oh, I'm solidifying it today"? At some point until the narrative start to shift, it was between Cam and Shador going first overall. The narrative shifted pretty quickly, but there was a point when that was who the top two picks were going to be. Y'all acting like that wasn't the case when it
Yeah, yeah,
was.
yeah.
It
But so
wasn't
that's what I think. Like when Shedeur
At
kind of
some
made it
point,
known he didn't want to go to Tennessee,
right.
what Tony Dungy's saying is that he should have kept interviewing everybody because now you don't care where you really go, you just don't want to go to certain teams. You know where you don't want to go. All right, so
I
everywhere he
agree.
wanted to go, he should have. Everywhere he thought about, okay, I could see myself playing for the organization. He should have interviewed with.
I
He should have
agree, but
interviewed. He should have interviewed all 32.
in
No,
hindsight,
I didn't
now
say all
it's
32.
hindsight. It's easy to say that now, but when you think you're projected top three, because we don't know who these quarterbacks who projected like did Caleb Williams interview with who? Chicago. That's it. Nobody else. He
That's a
interviewed with the
whole nother story though,
but
man.
what I'm saying
Yeah.
is when you know that you're top five, you're gonna interview with the top five teams.
But you don't know
Obviously,
who's
it
top
was a
five.
mistake.
Well, he didn't go top
Obviously, it
five, so
was a
let's move
mistake.
on, bro.
You don't
Obviously, it
know
was
who's
a
top five.
mistake. But what I'm saying, I feel like he interviewed with the teams he should have interviewed with. Could he have interviewed with more? Yeah, for sure.
No,
But he
but that's
didn't
all
duck
he was
no
saying.
interviews,
I mean,
huh?
okay, during the draft, remember we were saying, "Oh man, I hope Miami take him right here. I hope the Rams gonna take him." We kept trying to guess what teams are gonna take him. We didn't know he didn't interview with those teams. But as a
But we
fan,
don't know if he
we were
did interview with them
rooting for them
teams.
teams
Well,
to pick him up.
he was letting us know though.
Yeah, we was trying to root
I
for him to
think
see who.
everybody on that shelf he interviewed with.
Yeah.
I think
He,
everybody on that shelf he interviewed with.
I
Yeah,
forgot what it
until we get the
was.
list and we can see like who he did an interview with, we can't say whether he made a mistake or not because we don't know who he did or did not interview
Bro,
with.
Tony Dungy got inside information, so you
But
calling him a liar?
so if he did he give you the inside information? Did he give you the list?
Is you cool with Tony Dungy?
Did he give you the list? Promo would tell us what
But
teams he interviewed
y'all,
with. Then
y'all on CU payroll, but you can't say
no,
nothing.
I'm asking you if he
Like,
had the inside
dang,
information.
this
Give us
coming
the
from
I
list.
think
Joe,
Jerome
bro.
got hired by Smack Entertainment.
Right.
Oh my God. I'm just
If
asking
we
for the
on
I'm
list,
with
CU
man.
Rome
pay,
on
if
this.
we
I'm
on
with Rome
I'm
on
CU,
just
this.
asking for the list,
if
and
we on CU
the reason y'all
payroll,
try to deflect is because you know
We
you
not
don't got the
deflecting.
goddamn list.
It don't
listen, if
matter
we
about
Hey,
the
on
list.
CU payroll, that nigga Big Tiger on Ricky Collins payroll. All right.
who's
All I'm saying
who's
is
his
Nah,
we
he on the
don't know
agent?
the teams
UFL
that he
payroll.
didn't
Yeah,
interview with.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
you know what they said last year? They said I was on Fran Brown payroll too.
Yeah.
You probably is.
Hey, Tiger.
Yeah,
Who's it, who's his agent though?
His daddy.
He
I
said he
don't
did
know.
go visit the Saints and Steelers as well.
His daddy.
Still,
Yeah.
really?
He don't need an agent, bruh. He never needed an agent. Even from the jump, I don't believe he needed an agent.
Bro, you
This was
still
gonna
saying that right
happen.
now. Right
No,
now.
no.
After
Yeah, I don't
everything you've
think.
seen.
Yeah, I don't think he needed an agent. I think he needed Prime to do what Prime does. I think Prime just sat back and acted all nonchalant. I think if Prime would have
No, no, no,
been
no,
Prime
no.
and made calls and stuff, that would have been good. He didn't need an agent though. He had Prime. That's good
But
enough.
y'all see
Prime.
what Prime do in crunch time, but Prime freeze up on that sideline.
Who should
Goddamn.
who should he
No, bro. Prime know how to talk. Prime know how to talk to people, but Prime was his pride was in the way, man. He
who
stayed
should
out the
he
way.
sign?
He didn't do enough digging and researching. He should have, but he truly believed that he had done enough on the field, and the media had done enough talking that his son was gonna go first round. Now, Prime could have did anything an agent could have did for free, dog. They ain't finna hire no damn
That
agent
ain't
when my
true.
dad could do the same
That's
thing.
not true,
But
man.
all right, so now
What?
y'all
You think
now
Prime can
look.
do what Rosenhaus can do?
Man, Rosenhaus is not who Rosenhaus. Who under Rosenhaus?
Shit,
Bro,
he
come
got
on,
all the
dog.
top dogs.
No, who's under Rosenhaus?
Tyreek Hill, that's one I can name. And I can bring up a
Okay,
whole list of people.
Hey,
keep keep
you
naming.
know, you know where he should go. Clutch.
Yeah, we was talking about that yesterday.
Oh, you what?
Drew
I
Rosenhaus
think that
is better than clutching football.
Now
Wow.
look. Now we're gonna go back now. I want y'all to see after all the smoke done cleared. Y'all remember I was saying, look, we need to run the ball, run the offense regular. Just because you do have a lot of passing yards and touchdown shit, that don't necessarily mean he gonna get drafted high. Y'all remember me saying that a long time ago? I like we need to get some balance to the offense. Just because you put up a lot of stats, that don't mean the NFL gonna care about that jump for real.
But he didn't get drafted like that. That was off the field.
Hey,
You know what
how?
I'm saying?
But so the on the field didn't affect it either.
Huh?
The on the field didn't sway them either. That's
The
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
field,
man, if we
the
gonna keep
the
talking
on
about that Shedeur was fairly picked at 144, and every day it seemed like y'all get closer and closer to believing that. Y'all really started to piss me off now, man.
Hey, Rosenhaus
How
never
did
draft
how
Billy
did I
Prior.
say that wrong? How did anything I say like that? What I said
Because you
was
go ahead.
all the stats and that don't matter if they gonna blackball you, they're gonna blackball you. So just run the offense and Shedeur could not he didn't have to take all these licks.
Okay. No, I see. I ain't catching you saying it like that.
Yeah, I was like, just because you put up a lot of stats, that don't mean they're gonna draft him higher. Like, just run the offense and let these boys get their touches, these running backs and stuff get their touches, so he ain't taking all these blows. He's still gonna have
But
his
he didn't.
moments.
He didn't know they was gonna blackball him. And when you go first round of quarterback, you got a lot of leverage, man. Not. I mean, obviously it's the NFL, but when it comes to these
That's what
sixth,
happened
seventh
when you
round
privileged by your pops.
But
undrafted
you know
free
what
agents,
though?
like you
You
can
know what I
help
was
get them in the
thinking?
door. So doing that wasn't only for Shedeur, like that could have helped a lot of other people get in the door. And it did because them throwing the ball every time, LeJontay was able to get some decent stats, Jimmy was able to get some decent stats, Will. So I think it worked out, but I agree he probably could have taken a little less punishment if he known he was finna get blackballed, but he ain't know that.
You know what I was thinking though? I, I was always saying that to myself, like all of the NFL, like the promotion had his face on there, right? So I'm thinking, why didn't they go to the draft? Which makes me think that they knew something, but they was probably going back and forth during that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I honestly don't think they knew. I think they had no idea. Like I don't
I think
think
they
that
had some idea.
they had I think they had no idea, and the reason I'm saying that is because the draft party crazy packed, so many different things set up. Like if they had an idea that this was about to happen, he was going to slide out of the first round, they would have did something way smaller, dog. Now the reason they didn't go to the draft, in my opinion, is because of how many people wanted to be a part of it. And Coach Prime, y'all know Coach Prime. He not trying to sit on the couch with him, Pilar, Diggs' daughter. Like he's not finna try to do that, dog.
TV for hours. No, he don't want to do
He's
that.
not doing that,
I
bro.
don't
He's
know.
not doing that. But I don't think they had any idea that Shador was gonna slide out of the first round. Now, I think they
Well,
had an
that's
idea
happened when
that
you ain't got
he
no
might
agent.
not go top 10. I think they had an idea of that, but I don't
I'll
think
sit
that
with
they thought it
Pilar.
was a single chance for them to fall out of the first round. And you see how many people was at his draft party? Man, that shit was crazy.
And then you got people there for Shadeur and Shiloh, so you're gonna be packed.